Falmouth Jamaica gives you 6 to 10 hours off the ship, and most cruisers waste half of it on decisions they should have made before they docked. In 2022, one group did not make it back at all. Welcome to Travel Day Trip Ideas. We're about to break down what to do, what to skip, and whether to DIY or take a tour. If that helps, hit subscribe. It really helps us grow. Let's jump in. Do it yourself or take a tour. What is worth your time? What to skip? And the timing mistakes that could leave you stranded. Here is your complete plan, starting with the one choice that shapes everything. Step off the gangway in Falmouth and the clock starts ticking. 6 to 10 hours is all you get, and every choice you make in the next 2 minutes sets the tone for your entire day. The first decision is simple but critical. Are you a do-it-yourself explorer, or do you want a tour handling the details? Picture 3 paths. The independent traveler who loves freedom and keeps a close eye on the budget, the comfort seeker who prefers structure and guidance, and the in-between cruiser who wants a bit of both. Start by asking yourself how much time you really have. If your ship's window is on the shorter side, 6 hours or less, do-it-yourself usually wins. You can walk straight from the pier to the market in under 7 minutes. No waiting, no schedule but your own. But for longer stays, or if you want to see the luminous lagoon or Doctor's Cave beach, a pre-arranged tour can make the difference between a relaxed port day and a stressful scramble. Next comes your comfort with local transport. Licensed taxis are reliable but require negotiation and time management. Shared shuttles run every 30 minutes, but crowds and delays are common, especially when ships dock together. If you are traveling with kids, have mobility concerns, or just want a guaranteed return, a tour or private driver is often worth the premium. Here is the first mistake most cruisers make: waiting until they are at the port gate to decide. That is how precious minutes slip away. The best move: pick your lane before you dock. If you only do one thing in Falmouth, make it a single focus. Visit the luminous lagoon or dive deep into the historic town. Do not try to cram it all in. Commit early, and you will spend less time debating and more time actually experiencing Jamaica. From the moment you step onto the pier, the numbers shape your day. The walk from the ship to the market square is short, about 5 minutes on a clear path, even when crowds are thick. The main terminal opens at 7 in the morning and closes at 7 in the evening, so every plan needs to fit inside that window. For anything beyond the historic town, like the luminous lagoon, Doctor's Cave Beach, or the Heritage Museum, you will need wheels. Licensed taxis line up just outside the gate, each driver displaying a Transport Authority badge and a printed fare schedule on the dash. Expect to pay $10 to $15 for a short hop to the market or main square, and $25 to $30 for the lagoon round trip. It is always smart to ask for a receipt and check that the driver's ID matches the badge. If you are thinking about a bike or scooter, rentals average $15 to $25 a day, and helmets come standard. The ride to the market is quick, but traffic on the main road can be unpredictable, especially in the afternoon. Scooters are not recommended for the lagoon run. Unpaved roads and sudden showers can turn a fun ride into a headache. For those who want a little more certainty, the port's own shuttle runs every 30 minutes, but lines can build fast when 2 ships dock at once. If you spot Samuel Brown, who has been driving the port route for 15 years, you are in good hands. He keeps his Toyota spotless, accepts cash or mobile pay, and always has a printed fare sheet ready. His advice is to confirm your return time before you leave the gate, and do not wait until the last minute for your ride back. Most attractions in Falmouth are walkable, but anything beyond the square calls for a car, shuttle, or bike. Knowing these numbers ahead of time replaces stress with confidence, so you can spend less energy on logistics and more on the real Jamaica. With the basics out of the way, it is time to map out your Falmouth day. If you want to fit in the island's signature experience, the luminous lagoon is just 4 kilometers from the port. A licensed taxi or a pre-arranged shuttle covers the distance in about 15 minutes, so it is an easy add-on even with a tight schedule. The lagoon's bioluminescent glow is world famous, but tours run on a fixed timetable and fill quickly, so booking early is smart, especially if you want to avoid the midday crowds that build after noon. For those craving sand and sea, Doctor's Cave Beach is a classic pick. It is farther, about 18 kilometers or a 30-minute drive each way, but the reward is clear turquoise water and a lively beach scene. The round trip demands careful planning, factor in traffic, and the time it takes to get back to the ship. If you're aiming for both the lagoon and the beach, start early, hit the lagoon first, then carve out a solid block for the beach before lunch. This order keeps you ahead of the crowds and leaves a buffer for the return. For shorter port days, the historic town and market are walkable and deliver plenty of local flavor without the need for extra transport. Whatever you choose, lock in your stops before you step off the ship. Falmouth rewards travelers who commit early and move with purpose. The midday sun brings a wave of hunger, and Falmouth street corners fill with the scent of pimento smoke and pepper. Skip the market's central food court. This is where mistake number 2 happens for so many cruisers. Plates there often run $30 to $40, and what you get is pre-cooked bland jerk that is all show and no soul. Instead, walk 2 minutes to Front Street and look for a small stall with a hand-painted sign called the Jerk Spot. Here, the grill burns low and steady, and the line is mostly locals. Mimi, the owner, has been marinating chicken with her grandmother's recipe since 2003. She has kept her process traditional, refusing to batch cook or water down the seasoning for tourists. Only 120 plates come off her fire each day, and when they are gone, that is it. For $12 to $18, you get a plate loaded with smoky, peppery jerk chicken, festival bread, and a tangy mango slaw. Coconut water and red stripe beer round out the meal for a few dollars more. The benches are simple, the music is loud, and the chatter is a mix of Jamaican patois and laughter. It is a lunch that tastes like the island, quick, real, and rooted in heritage. If you want to eat like you have actually been to Jamaica, this is the stop to make. And if you are watching your wallet, it is a way to get the best of both worlds, authentic food and fair prices with no tourist markup. Next up, keep an eye on what you are really paying for, because the cost of a meal is just the beginning. In Falmouth, the price of comfort is measured in both dollars and stress. Organized tours, whether booked through the cruise line or a trusted local company, average about $120 per person. That covers a private driver, entry fees, a guide who manages logistics, and the assurance of returning before the ship departs. For families, groups with children or seniors, or anyone uneasy about timing, that guarantee often outweighs the extra cost. The driver monitors the ship's schedule, handles tickets, and smooths the way at busy stops like the luminous lagoon. Opting for a do-it-yourself approach brings the cost down to around $87 per person. This means arranging taxis, buying tickets individually, and keeping a close eye on the clock. A private driver for a small group runs $70 to $120 for the car. Split among the group, it can be a bargain, but it shifts responsibility for timing and logistics onto the travelers themselves. The choice is less about the sights and more about how much control and reassurance matter. For some, the premium buys peace of mind. For others, savings and flexibility are worth the trade-off. In the end, the real expense may be the anxiety of a late return. 12 passengers from Adventure of the Seas set out on a self-organized bike tour to the luminous lagoon in April 2022. A sudden downpour turned the coastal roads slick, slowing traffic to a crawl. By the time the group reached the lagoon's dock, their return ferry had already left. 45 minutes ticked by as the ship's final boarding window closed. When they finally made it back to the port, the cruise ship was gone. Each traveler paid $250 for an unexpected overnight stay at a local guest house, plus the stress of rebooking travel and filing a complaint with the tourism board. In Falmouth, timing isn't just a detail. It can decide whether your day ends on the ship or stranded at the dock. Set your own return alarm 1 hour before all aboard. Build a buffer. Finish your last stop with at least 60 minutes to spare, even if traffic is light. Arrange your ride back in advance, whether it's a taxi, shuttle, or tour driver, and confirm the pickup time before you leave the gate. Watch for the automated text message reminder. It pings your phone 45 minutes before boarding closes. If you don't see it, double-check the time yourself. Keep your ship card and passport handy for re-entry. When in doubt, head for the port early. The last thing you want is to sprint to the pier with minutes to spare. Every choice in Falmouth shapes your one real day on shore. Timing, comfort, even what you will remember. With cruise schedules tighter than ever, deciding early means less stress, more Jamaica. We have added our favorite local tours in the description. They offer great value, smaller groups, and they always get you back on time. We cover port guides like this every week in our free Port Day Passport newsletter. Link in the description if you want more. Tell us how you would spend your day in Falmouth, Jamaica. Keep watching for the next port. Thanks for watching. If you want a little help making the day smoother, we've linked our recommended local tours in the description below. And the next cruise port guide is on screen. Click that and let's plan your next stop.